In today's digital age, it's tempting to turn to AI like ChatGPT for answers to your deepest struggles. It's available 24/7, it doesn't judge, and it can feel easier than opening up to another person. But can a chatbot really replace the human connection and expertise of a therapist? Let's talk about that. Why ChatGPT is not your therapist, and why that's okay. Hi, I'm Jordana Baker, a registered psychotherapist, and today we're diving into a topic that's becoming more and more relevant: the limits of AI when it comes to mental health support. Tools like ChatGPT can be helpful for information and even some guidance, but they're not a substitute for professional therapy. So let's explore why and why so many of us are drawn to AI in the first place. Let's start by acknowledging why people gravitate to tools like ChatGPT. For many, it's about accessibility. Therapy can feel intimidating, expensive, or hard to access, especially if you're in a remote area or have a busy schedule. AI is right there in your pocket, ready to respond at any time, day or night. And then there's a fear of judgment. Opening up to another person, even a therapist, can feel vulnerable. What if they think I'm overreacting? What if they don't understand? With AI, there's no fear of being judged. It's neutral, it's impersonal, and it doesn't have an opinion about you. That can really feel safe, especially if you had negative experiences before with people in the past. For example, you're a young professional who's been feeling overwhelmed at work. You thought about therapy, but the idea of opening up to a stranger feels too daunting. Instead, you have been using ChatGPT to vent your frustrations and get advice on managing stress. It's helped you feel heard, but you're starting to wonder, is this really enough? Sound familiar? If you ever turn to AI for emotional support, you're not alone. But let's talk about what AI can't do and why human connection is so important. Firstly, ChatGPT lacks the ability to truly understand emotions. It can analyze words and generate responses, but it doesn't have the capacity to empathize or connect with you on a human level. It doesn't feel your pain, it doesn't celebrate your wins, and it doesn't truly get you. Therapy, on the other hand, is built on the relationship between you and your therapist, a safe, non-judgmental space where you can explore your feelings and experiences. Think about it. When you're sitting across from a therapist, they are not just listening to your words. They're noticing your body language, your tone of voice, and the emotions behind what you're saying. They're picking up on the things you're not saying. That level of connection and understanding is something AI cannot replicate. Secondly, ChatGPT doesn't have the training to handle complex mental health issues. While it could provide general advice, it can't diagnose conditions, create personalized treatment plans, or even intervene in a crisis. Therapists, on the other hand, are trained to navigate these complexities and provide the support you need. For example, if you're struggling with depression, ChatGPT might suggest things like exercise more or practice gratitude. And while those can be helpful, they're not a substitute for the deep personal work you do in therapy. A therapist can help you uncover the root causes of your depression, challenge negative thought patterns, and develop coping strategies that work for you. And finally, ChatGPT can't hold you accountable or challenge you in the way a therapist can. Growth often comes from being gently pushed out of your comfort zone, and that requires a human touch. A therapist can help you set goals, track your progress, and celebrate your successes along the way. Let's be real. Change is hard. It's easy to fall back into old patterns, especially when no one's there to call you out on it. A therapist can be that person, someone who sees your potential even when you don't and helps you stay on track. Now, don't get me wrong. AI tools like ChatGPT can be a great starting point. They can help you articulate your thoughts, learn about mental health, or even practice self-reflection. For some, it's a way to dip their toes into the water before diving into therapy. But here's the thing. AI is a tool, not a solution. It cannot replace the human connection and expertise of a trained therapist. When it comes to deep emotional work, There's no shortcut. It takes time, effort, and a real live person who can walk alongside you on your journey. So, I want to hear from you. Have you ever turned to AI for mental health support? What's your experience like? Reflect on these questions a bit. Did it feel helpful in the moment, or did it leave you wanting more? What's holding you back from trying therapy? Is it fear, the cost, or something else? And if you've already taken that step, how has therapy made a difference in your life? So share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear your stories. And if you're considering therapy, I encourage you to take that step. It could be one of the most meaningful investments you make in yourself. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone you might think need to hear this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in our next video.